Hopefully we're good. Welcome to my delayed morning. I'm so sorry I'm late. If anyone has been hitting refresh, not that I think that you're all just sitting here patiently waiting for me to join. I don't know. Maybe you are. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna take a couple moments, let everyone get here because I was delayed. And also, let me pull this up on my computer so I can see comments. Okay, I think we're good. Um, okay, all right, I think we're good. Let's see. Move this and move this and move this and get a little setup going on. All right, I think we're good. This feels weird. Is this weird? Maybe? I don't know. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, all right, so I swear, this morning has been delayed. I feel like I've been behind schedule all week long. Um, it's just, that is just how it's been. Let me see. But if you are new here, hello, I'm Tori with Calypso Creative Planning. And if you've been with me for a while, then welcome back. Welcome back. Let's see. Like, ignore me over here trying to. Okay. Like, team chat and just let them know that I'm finally live. Okay. It is. Okay. Aaron says, I was wondering where you were. Girl, I was running late. It has been a late day. Okay. Late week. I was like on the phone with my mother and I'm like, oh, I gotta go. I gotta get everything ready. And then it's like, oh, I'm behind on giving Drake his medicine and he knows it's time. So I gotta go give him 4 different heart medications. And then he always has to go outside after the heart medications. And then, while they're doing their business and Miss Prima Donna over here, Buttons, doesn't want to get out in the grass, I was out here, picking rose petals for potpourri. Because this is what I do now. Um, so funny. Yes, Aaron, we are coloring today. Hi, Michelle. Aaron says I checked Patreon and the Facebook group to see if something was up. Yeah, up is my tardiness all week long. All week long. I'm telling you, I feel like I'm behind schedule on everything. And I don't know what it is. It's just like I cannot get with my mojo this week wherever I need it. And then whenever I do get in like the zone and I'm like, oh, this new sticker book is fucking amazing. I don't want to stop working on it. Then I have to stop working on it. And it's like, ugh, but it's okay. That particular one will be done today and will be sent off to Mandy to start working on the good notes file so that I can work on all these other things. So, because the team is getting new goodies for Q3 this weekend, at least the start of them, because I can't believe it, but next Thursday is when the Q3 mood board goes out. So I'm over here tripping out because like that's a lot. And like next week we're welcome to the update portion of this live stream. So next Thursday is when the mood board goes out, and next Sunday is when the Q3 month one bundles go out. So me and the team are over here trying to get ready. And next for next week's, why are you doing this, Notion? I don't. Okay, relaunch. Um, Next week for the collage, we're going to be doing like a little meet the team type of thing. If you've been around for a while, I've had the same team for a while, and I like to do like an about me sort of vision board, mood board thingamabob using one of like the old freebies from the vault, the mailing list freebie. And it's been a while since we've done that, and we've had some team changes going into Q3, so we're going to reintroduce the team during next week's collage. So this weekend we're all like trying to get our about me boards done so that you guys can, meet the team and all that. And I've got like 50 Notion windows popping up right now because it needed to restart just because I needed to look at my calendar. Um, okay, so Anne's here. Hey, Anne. So yeah, so all these things are going on. So the team is getting quarter 3 goodies this weekend. They're starting to get those so that we can be working on teasers for you guys. We're going to do another trending spread, and I definitely want to make that a thing, like more of a thing in quarter 3. And if you don't know what I'm talking about a trending spread, we do this from time to time. Like the team will get kind of like hooked on one particular spread, and then it like trickles down and we all end up doing the same spread in our own ways, and then we share it in the Facebook group, and then people in the Facebook group take on the trend and they start doing the page. And so I want that to be like a thing. We're going to do that more because it's just really fun to see how everyone can take the same page and then just do something completely different with it. So that we're gonna do more of that. So that's coming up with the team, but we're gonna like pass that down to you guys, and you guys do it too. Anne says, "Ooh, you have the pretty flower petals out." Yes. So now that I've got the garden going and I've got rose bushes, one thing I've been doing is like when the blooms are about to like fall off, um, I do just like snatch them because when they're about to fall off, they just like literally just fall off in your hand. And I try to catch them before they end up like in the yard. Ooh, tiny bug. Tiny bug. No, tiny bug. Don't look at the murder. Okay. Turn. Okay. It's okay. We're good. But so like I'll snatch those up and then put them in my office. Like I've got this one from the other day, like earlier this week, and it just becomes like potpourri because it smells really good. I usually try to like put them out on the picnic table and kind of like shake them out and make sure there's no buggies in there. But I was rushing this morning, so I got one. And ooh, no, don't look at the bug murder. I'm like, y'all, I'm like mad at the bugs right now. So this is appropriate. Um, I discovered yesterday that I may have to rip up my cantaloupe plant, and I'm so upset about that because it is completely taken over by tiny little bugs. And so I got out my insecticidal super soap that's like the organic super soap thing, and was in there like trying to like save it, but it's so infested that I think I'm gonna end up having to just like rip it up. I don't know. I'm very upset about it because I really like it. I'm over here like trying to, you know, I don't know. I didn't check these. These may have to go outside on the porch. Okay, y'all, hang on. I think I got little tiny buggies in my rose petals. Hang on. Just talk amongst yourselves for just a moment. Please hold. We gotta go outside. Move, doggy. Okay, y'all, that was crazy. That was crazy. I literally just had to like run outside because I was so paranoid that there was like bugs coming out of the petals because I didn't fully check them because normally I like put them on the picnic table and like, you know, but I didn't do that because I was rushing to not be late. Is that another one? No. Okay. What? No. I'm like paranoid now because of my poor cantaloupe. Oh, my cantaloupe. It's so sad. I really may have to like just yank it up. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to put some cinnamon bark oil out there and some more of the super soap stuff. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. We'll swap that out for these rose petals. There you go. Okay. Gosh, y'all. Suki, you just missed a funny moment. I had to run away. I had to run away. Okay, so I'm trying to think any other updates. Um, Okay, so over on Patreon this week, we are doing, in the planning side of Patreon, we're doing the vote for our planning live stream. So that is happening today through tomorrow. And the exclusive live stream that we're voting on, that happens next Friday, by the way. And next Friday is when the YouTube live stream for next Friday is going to be a bundle preview. So I'm super excited about that. Yay. Bundle preview. So you'll get to see the mood board on Thursday. And then on Friday, you'll get like a little preview. And then Saturday, you'll just be super excited. And then Sunday is when you actually get the bundles. So if you have any requests, last minute requests, you just let me know. Anne says, I hope you can save the cantaloupe plant. I really hope I can too. I was like so frustrated because I was like, why is your growth looking so stunted? And when the watermelon plant is like 4 times the size it was when I got it, because it was just like 2 little leaves, and now it's like 3 feet long and vines in different directions. So, Aaron says, is there a sticker pack for these Patreon lives and events? Ooh, that's a good idea. Y'all need to write that down. Yeah, that's a good idea. Don't let me forget, Aaron, because we do need that. Because there is a, somewhere in the Facebook group from a while ago, there is a sticker pack of, do I even have it? I don't even think I have it on my iPad, but there's a sticker pack for reminders, for just like my general stuff, but I don't think we have anything for Patreon. We need that. Yeah, I don't even have it here. I don't have it here. I think I have it in my freebie. Oh, go. Here, let me see. Somewhere, y'all, that's a lot of stuff. Let's do a list. Because I'm pretty sure somewhere. So, haha. I do have these. Let me put these on here because I don't have them. So I think you can still get it from a year ago. Wow. Okay, so you can still get these. There's a link for these in the Facebook group. But we do need some for Patreon because we've got these. But yeah, we need some for Patreon, like Patreon exclusive ones. Oh, yes, I need to do that. That is a great idea. I need oh, stop that. I have okay, you guys have seen, or maybe you haven't yet, but I've started adding physical products to the shop. There's a couple different tumbler things with the lid and the straw and all that. And then there's one coffee mug. My coffee mug is actually coming tomorrow. It should be here tomorrow, so I'll do a video when it comes in. So the mugs are super cute. Let me see if I can pull those up. And one thing that I have been playing with, and I haven't released it yet, but one is those Post-it notes that's like a big cube? I have one of those sitting in my design hub right now that is the Peony Promises, and it's this big cube with the print on the outside. I need one of those to sit right here so I can make notes like this. Let's see, new arrivals. Let's see, if you guys have not seen these yet, look how stinking cute this is. It's so stinking cute. So this is the one that will be here tomorrow. So I'll be able to show you a video of it, but stop it. Isn't it cute? So this one's very Calypso superfan type of thing, and I really want to do another one. So it's very teal and pink and gold and black, and I felt like it's very me, right? So this will be here tomorrow. I'm going to show you a video for it, and then the other two, let me go back. This one is, you remember the cute little chubby little kitten stickers that I did? So I made a mug for it. It's so cute. Look at it. So this is the acrylic cup. So it's a 16-ounce cup with the lid and the straw. Super cute. And then let's just go back here. And then we've got the boho office one. And it is super cute. Super, super cute. Hey, click. Why are you not clicking? Technical difficulties, man. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So I need to get the sample on order for this, but oh my gosh, so cute. So I do have like the note cubes, and if you guys want, if you guys have requests for these things, like let me know what physical products you want, and I'm gonna start doing more and more. But I think those note cubes would be really cute to have right here. So if like we talk about these things, like hey, we need Patreon reminder stickers, and I can just like make a note and then stick it right here on like my little thing. It's so cute, right? So yeah, so I'm super excited. So this one is arriving tomorrow, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna be like having Zoom meetings and advertising my calypso-ness, right? I'm like doing hand motions. You guys can't see that, but super cute. So yeah, so that is happening, and but yeah, so that led to the note cube and the like all kinds of stuff. I want to do more stuff. So yeah, so if you have requests for some physical products, let me know. But I guess that I'm trying to think, is that it? The only other thing I can think of is, let's see, next week, it, unless it gets pushed, if like my schedule gets crazy, next week I have an exclusive video series that I'm starting in Patreon. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but I'm doing like a Q&A type of pre-recorded video session. So there's a link in Patreon where you can submit your questions, and it can be about anything really. And I'm going to record a video to answer it. So if you have any questions that need to go with that, like be sure to check that out, because I'm going to record that probably this weekend. So get your questions in. It may happen Monday. I'll probably record it Monday. I'm like looking at my Notion calendar over here. I'll probably record it Monday. And then that's all I can think of. I do want to do like a plan with me hangout type of thing, somewhere at like the end of the month. So be thinking about that, because I need to plan ahead for the next quarter. And I thought, why not do that together with you guys? Like we can make it a thing. And so I want to do that. So let's talk about that. If you have any ideas, I'm thinking maybe we can be on Discord, maybe stream that live. I don't know. But just like, plan together, like, you know, just hanging out, everyone working on their own planners, on Notion, whatever it takes to like get your stuff ready for the next quarter. Let's do that together, because next Friday's live stream is going to be like the preview, but then the next one is the planner setup. So maybe that afternoon we can switch over to Discord and hang out over there and like plan together. Maybe. I don't know. Y'all let me know what you want to do. Erin says, just place a mug order. I love it. Yay. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I'm super excited about this, this physical product venture. I think it's going to be really fun. I have so many things I want to do. And because, like, I love a good graphic tee, and I've bought a few from some different shops on Etsy. And now with this, I'm going to be able to do my own. So I kind of want to do some like fun phrases and some fun things, and do some t-shirts, some tote bags. I have a thing for throw blankets. So, not in summer because it's freaking hot. But when it comes like cozy fall, winter, I would love to have a throw blanket, with some fun stuff on it. So we're gonna stuff is happening. Okay. So let me know what physical products you guys would like to see in the shop, and I'm gonna make those happen. All right. That's a lot of updates. So let's look at this. So this is the freebie for the mailing list for June. I did a sampler bundle of coloring pages. I think I showed this last week, but we're going to play with them. So this is like one page from the different new coloring books that I have. And it comes with like the PDF digital coloring book, and I almost said cookbook. Maybe I'm hungry. I don't know. But it comes with like one page from the different coloring books that I have now. And then it's got the image bundle too. So like you can do this right in GoodNotes or wherever you can print this off. I shared some stories last week of someone who had printed them off and her daughter was coloring them and then showed the finished thing. So much fun. So if you have not, oh, the story's gone. I may save it in like a highlight on Instagram because it was so cute. But I thought we could play around with a page in Procreate, and it's not going to be like the color with me that I did last time. More of like a tutorial of like, hey, here's some fun things you can do in Procreate. So I thought, let's play with that. And I actually pulled this page in yesterday. I didn't finish it because I kind of wanted to finish it with you guys to like show some things. But I had so much fun doing. Well, I didn't realize it was going to be right there. But look how fun this is. This is when I started playing with it yesterday in Procreate to do some different things. So I thought that I would share some like tips and like give you some ideas of how you can do different things because I mean, this is fun. So I did like a texture overlay. I did some glitter using a digital paper from the shop, and I used some watercolor brushes, some glowing brushes, and I just thought it would be fun to like play around with something like this, right? I mean, I think it's fun. So I didn't want it to just be like, hey, watch me color. I thought it would be fun to show you like how I did this and that. So I'm going to start over and let's go to the this one. Okay, so this is the freebie bundle that is in the mailing list. And I'm just going to go to the coloring page and let's go with a different picture because, you know, I already did that one, sort of. But I thought I'd like show you some like different tips about how to do things. So if you don't know about Procreate or you do, but you know, you just barely know or you're a pro. I'm not a pro, by the way. Not a pro. But I thought it would be fun to show you some different tips and techniques. So get out of the way. All right, so first I'm going to add a new layer and I'm going to put it under our image. So when I pull the image in, it like puts it on its own layer. I'm going to take this and I'm going to turn it to multiply, which means essentially the black is going to stay black, and then anything we put on underneath it, it's like it's going to be hidden by the black. I don't know. It's like, okay, so if we don't do that, let's see. Let's say you want to, we're going to change this to just normal. I'm going to hide these. Okay, let's say you want to color this. You can color this any way you want. But let's say you want to color this. I'm going to choose, I really, really, really love this watercolor brush. And I can put a link for it in the description. This is from Pretty Little Lines. But I have like a bazillion Procreate brushes at this point. I probably need to adjust those. But like you could choose any, you know, any brush. Like you could, there's this watercolor. And okay, here's a teaser of some Q3 colors, by the way. So, all right, I'm on a layer on top of this drawing, on top of like the coloring page. And I chose a watercolor brush from the painting section, just right in Procreate, just so we can all have something to play with together. This is where you adjust your size. I'm going to close this so I don't get confused. Okay, so if I'm coloring, oh, whoa. Let's really adjust our size. So if I'm coloring on top of this, see how it like goes over the lines? Okay, if I choose, I feel like one of my favorite brushes is, maybe it's under sketching, is the dry ink. Oh, I guess it's under ink. Dry ink. I absolutely love the dry ink brush. So let's say you wanted to color with this, okay, because you get a fun texture. If I'm coloring, it's going to go right over the lines, right? That's not cool, right? Aaron says Procreate needs to add the ability to group or stack brush sets. Yes. Yes, Yes, yes. I've seen people do it to where they create like, let me go to one brush set that I have that's a good example. This one. I love this one. So this is like a big brush set. It's an absolute abstract set. And what they did to kind of group um, brushes is they've got kind of like this divider looking type of brush that's not really a brush. And then they've got all of these. And then they did another one. And this is just like, it's essentially a brush that, I don't think it actually does anything, but it's just, it's like a divider, right? And so that's one way you can do it. I mean, that seems like a lot of work, so I don't really do that. But if I go to my dry ink brush and I'm over here and I'm just like, oh, I have to stay in the lines and be all specific, and then, oh, I messed up, and then, okay. So that's if it's on top, okay? If I were to put this underneath this layer that we've turned to multiply, see how like it's not affecting my lines? So that's an easy way that you can come in and like add color and not actually affect your lines. Okay? That's super, super handy. Super, super handy. So you could just come in and be like, oh, it's a lovely purple butterfly. And then, oh, I want to add some pink to said butterfly. Okay? No. That's how you can do that without, worrying about your colors. Because, ain't nobody got time to really think about standing lines. You just want to have fun coloring. Okay? You just want to have fun coloring. So, there's that. There's that. Another thing you can do is, let's say, this is our regular one. I'm going to put a thing under it. If you tap this and choose, maybe we do multiply here on this one too. Okay, so tap this and say reference. And then on this layer, you can theoretically just pull in your colors. Now, some of these, they've got some textures going on, so it's not, so it doesn't exactly work like you want it to. Now, if we were doing, let's say, come on, Dropbox. This one works a little bit easier with it, so I'm going to pull that one in to give you a better example of that. So let's just pull this in. All right, so if we were doing that same thing, I'm going to create a layer. I'm going to duplicate this and move it up. I like to keep that original. Okay, I'm going to say multiply, and I'm going to say, where'd it go? Reference. Okay, so on this, what that means is I can pull this in, and you can say continue filling, and just like tap these places. You can swap your colors and, tap to fill those in. If there's no like, shading in with that, if it's something that's more like just straight up line work, this is a fun way to like quickly color things. You just be like, boom, right? So that's reference. Michelle says that's game changer, the multiply thing, right? Aaron says, why color in the lines when you can color under the lines anyways? I like that. Yes. Aaron says, when I draw on a new layer, it does show on the layer on top one. It drives me crazy. Going to be watching tutorials, including replays of this one this afternoon. Oh, does not show. Okay. When I draw on a layer, it does not show on the layer on top one. Is that what you mean? So layering, see if I move this up here and color in, well, I don't, it's, the reference doesn't work for one thing, but this is like a hierarchy of layers. So if you don't know about what that means, it means like if this is, go, okay, go. Come on, go, thank you. If I were to add a layer on top of this and then do like this color and start coloring here like this, see how it goes on top of this? But if I put it underneath, then it's behind that. So if your layers, if you need to move things around, that's like a good way to like keep things separate. You can always like group them later or merge them later, but this is a hierarchy of layers. So that's how that works. So if it's on top, it's on top. If it's on bottom, then it's like they just keep stacking. Now, if you're using a brush that's like something that's kind of like see-through, like this watercolor brush, which I don't really like this one. It looks kind of weird. But if I were to do on this layer in like a semi like see-through brush like this, then it's going to look different than if you do like a solid brush. And you can do stuff like, let's see, layer those like that. See how it's like a semi-transparent brush? I really don't like this watercolor brush. This is the Procreate watercolor brush. I don't like it. Okay, so I'm just gonna delete those. Yes. And I am gonna do, let's see what else. Okay, so let's say this is our reference. I'm gonna turn off, well, I guess we don't have to turn off the background color. Okay, so if this is our reference, and I come in here and I'm gonna take white, you may not be able to see it at first, but you'll see it here. So if I do a color fill, see how it does that? And if I turn that off, turn this off, let's change our background to this black color. Okay, so if I were to come in here and see, this is set to multiply, okay? So if I change this to normal, then you lose that. But, so this is gonna look really cool. If I'm on this layer, we're still doing like, this is a reference, right? So I'm gonna do color fill. I can come in here and just kind of like tap all of these. And this is gonna give me like something that I could use for like a clipping mask or something. You know, there's so many different things you can do. Ooh, undo, thank you. 2-tap is undo, by the way. Unless you've changed your gesture settings. Okay. Now, one thing that you could do is like, this is a quick way to do like a base for like a clipping mask. I didn't forget anything, right? Okay. So like, let's say you want certain petals to be a color. So I'm going to turn this off. And so if this is our reference, this is set to reference. Let's say I want these colors. Oh, stop it. Continue filling. Thank you. Continue filling. Let's say I only want to work with these on this layer. Now let's look at a clipping mask, okay? So this is our color, this is our base, right? If you add a layer on top of it and then do clipping mask, that means that anything on this layer above is going to clip to this, to the, you know, the texture, the color, whatever's underneath it. So if I'm on this layer and I come in here and I just start coloring, like I can go out of the lines and it's not going anywhere but these colors, these areas, because that's what we're clipping to, right? This is that other watercolor brush that I was telling you about that I love so much. So see, how fun is that? Now I could come in here, I could add another clipping mask on top of it. I could add more color, you know. You know, I could do anything. And it's staying within those lines because it's a clipping mask. So, okay. Get this one too. All right, now, this is a good way to like not mess up your originals because, you know, you've got like, you've got the original, but this allows you to change colors. Like let's say, ooh, I'm not digging this color. Let's try again and let's do this. And let's add this to it. You know? So this allows you to like play around, and then if you like it, you can merge the layers or keep them separate. It just depends on like how many layers you have available on, you know, on Procreate for your iPad. So yeah, that looks kind of crazy, doesn't it? Let's see what else. Okay, so this is another fun way. If I do, I'm gonna pull in, let's go to my shop files, and I'm gonna go to Shop files, collections. I'm going to go to Zodiac, to my digital papers, and I'm going to grab this gold, and I'm going to pull that in. Okay, so now I have this gold, right? Well, what if I want those petals that I just showed you to be gold glittery, which, hello, that's fun. Okay, so I can turn this into a clipping mask, and it just essentially just like fills it in for me because I've got those petals. I can turn these off. That's not a big deal. You can move this around. Why does you want to be a pain in the ass? Okay, so you can do just like that. So if I turn off the clipping mask feature, this is what it looks like. But if I say, hey, I really want you to clip to that, that's how you get some glitter. That is how you get some glitter. Now, here's another fun thing you can do. Like, let's say, I'm going to turn, I mean, you could do anything. Okay, let's say, I'm going to add a layer. And that right now it's a blank layer, right? So I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to say clipping mask. And on this blank layer, it doesn't matter what color you do, because, you know, it's going to be hidden by the gold, right? So if this is your blank layer, and this is your gold paper, it's set to a clipping mask, you can come in here and be like, I really just want gold glitter right here. And I just want it right here. You know, like you can come in and do that because you're drawing on that layer. And, you know, like, oh, I just want it right here. Right there. Right? Because how that works is like, this is what it looks like. Because this is what you're drawing. But then this is your clipping mask. So you can literally just have some gold shit there. So if I come in and I want to color this, like let's go back to my favorite watercolor brush. And let's stay on pink, sure. And I can come in here and I can just... With this particular watercolor brush, if you pick up your pencil, you're going to get like, it's going to layer, which may or may not be what you want. So, oh, stop it. No, I wanted my pink. Thank you very much. Clear. Okay. All right. So this is how you can get different looks, right? Because you got your gold glitter, you got your pink. Beautiful, right? That's fun. Now, let's say you're super scared about like coloring in the lines and you just want to focus on this one petal. Here's another trick. So if you do your selection, and I'm on freehand selection. Oh, stop that. You can come in here and just stay in the black lines here. And we're just going to essentially trace this, right? Oh, stop. Okay. So now you've selected this area, right? So I can come back in with my color and see how I can just go anywhere and everywhere and it's just staying in that area, right? Because I've got it selected. Now I can, let's say I want to add, you know, a little more here, a little more there. Let's add some purple to this because that would be pretty. I absolutely love this watercolor pencil, brush, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to add a little bit of teal up here. Maybe add a little orange right there. Okay. So now let's say I want to like blend these together. While your brush is selected, if you press and hold your smudge brush, then your smudge brush becomes whatever that brush was that you were using. So then I can come in here and I can just kind of like tap around and play around with different, you know, different looks. And I don't know if you know about smudging, but if you're pulling from like within the area, you're going to get the colors you're working with. But if you start dragging from like outside, then you're pulling in white. So sometimes you may want that. Sometimes it's like, no, I don't want that. So I'm just going to play around with this and maybe add Maybe add a little more, maybe add some of this like blue over here. Go back to smudge. You know, play around with different stuff. And you can do this with any brush, right? So now you get like a completely different look, right? So fun. All right, let's switch over to this leaf. So I'm going to do that same thing, and it's not a leaf, it's a petal. It's a petal. So I'm just going to select all of this. And we'll look at that same technique, but with a different pencil. Because maybe you want, you know, maybe you like the dry ink. I love dry ink. So I'm going to switch back to this. And I actually have dry ink as like my favorites. So I'm just going to color. Remember, I've done the selection thing, so I can just color wherever I want. Now with the dry ink, if you like this textured look, you don't want to cover over too much of it, because as you continue, it'll just kind of like build on it. So it just depends on like the look that you want. I'm going to add some of this. And it's also pressure sensitive. So like this, and maybe I want some pink up here. So if I press hard, it's going to go really solid. There's some yellow up here, maybe. Add a little blue right there. Okay. All right. I'm going to do that same thing where I do press and hold to copy the brush. And then I can just kind of like start smoothing things out. And remember, if I pull in from the outside, I'm getting that white. I'm just kind of like going back and forth and kind of following this shape. And then you can always go back and like add some more color, you know, change this up a little bit. Like, let's say I want some more blue. You can pull more blue into here and just kind of, you know, just play around with it and get different looks. Yeah, so you just keep going and going and going. But there you go. That's like a fun way to, you know, get some different looks, right? And then let's say you wanted to add something else. I don't like this side. I'm seeing it on the screen and I'm like, ooh, okay. Okay, maybe put on a little bit of white there. Okay, so let's say you have this, but you want to add some more detail on top of it. Well, you just create a new layer. And then maybe we go, you know, and add some white and just, you know, just little something, you know, maybe you, so that way you're not affecting like what's underneath, but you're, you know, adding a little something to it. Now, you see this, that means I'm still selected in that area. So I can still do like the smudge. So if I do the smudge here, then it's just affecting the white because it's separate, you know, because we're on a different layer. There you go. You know, there you go. That's how you can play with some of that. And then what else did I do? Okay, so here's another thing you could do. Like, let's say you want some texture to this, because right now this is, you know, it's smoothish. Okay, so you could add a layer up here at the very top. There's all kinds of different overlay brushes you can do, like that makes it look like a canvas. And I'm trying to think. I've got like these are some like this. Like I could take this as a canvas. I could choose, I could choose like let's just choose black so you get like a very intense look. So this is a layer on the very top, and oh, let's make it bigger. Okay, so I'm just kind of like doing this sort of thing. So we get, it looks kind of crazy. I know it does. Okay. All right. So I've put this on top, right? This is kind of crazy. But I'm going to zoom in so you can see the color that we did. You can change the blending mode. So right now it's set to normal, but you can change it in different ways to get different looks. And you'll get, just play around with whatever. Like that's overlay. You see how it changes the color, right? Erin says, awesome, so pretty. Gotta run early. I'll catch you later. Bye, Erin. Ta-ta. But so see how you get different looks depending on what you're doing? Depending on like what blend mode you choose. So like you could choose, I kind of like overlay, but you can also tone it down a little with your opacity, you know? So it just depends on like what you want, but it gives you like a little more texture. And then let's see, if I turn this off, let's do another one. What other ones do I have? Background fills, paper. Okay, so here's like a crumpled paper brush. I could take it and I don't know how big it needs to be. Play around with that. So like now it looks kind of crumpled papered, right? So then you could do that same sort of thing where you play around with the blending mode and see like what looks good. And then if it's too much, you just turn down the opacity. So like overlay, you can see that it's only affecting what's colored. It's not affecting anything else. Whereas like some of these other ones, it's affecting everything, right? So, it's fun to play around with different things. Different things. So, yeah. I'm trying to think anything else. I mean, you could do, okay, so we talked about digital papers and saw that. So if I pull in, let's see, let's go to Peaches and Dreams since this is our current one. And Paper Basics. Okay, let's go to Grid. You could pull in something like this. Okay. And, oh. Okay. All right, let go. All right, so I could do the same sort of thing where I come down here to this and say clipping mask. And now I've got like a whole different look for my papers, for my petals, and I can take this and use the transform and I could make it smaller if I wanted to so you get a different look, right? So, I mean, how fun is that? Oh, look, this one's, get that up there, thank you. So, yeah, so you get like different looks here, different, whole different things. Another thing you could do is, let's just add another clipping mask, okay? And maybe we switch to a soft airbrush, okay? Let's test it out. That's a little big. Let's go even smaller. Okay. All right, so you could set this to multiply. And maybe I choose this color so it kind of matches. And I'm going to do that selection thing. And we are going to select this area. That way I'm not like getting other places. Then you can come in here with this airbrush and you could kind of like, just add a little bit extra so you've got some like dimension to your to your flowers, to your blooms, you know? And you could do that same smudge tool and adjust it a little bit. You could press and hold, you know, kind of smooth that out a little bit. Maybe make, oh, stop that. Get out the way. Oh, quit. Okay, well, you're just going away. I'm trying to do that. You know, just play around with it. Have fun with it. Do like a little, you know, maybe smudge that. And so you start building up some different, you know, shading. I'm going to smudge this a little bit, a little bit. You can do the same thing with the eraser, by the way. If you press and hold while your brush is selected, you can like choose the eraser. Just in case you didn't know that. So, yeah. So that's just some fun things that you can do with your stuff. Love it. Love it. Okay. I hope that's helped, you know. I think that's fun. It's like lots of different things to play around with. Hope you've liked that. You could also layer on colors, do the clipping mask, and then change your blending mode on this so you get different colors. That looks kind of crazy because we put, you know, it's a different color, right? So you get different looks. Crazy. Ooh, that's fun. Color burn. So, yeah. Okay. I don't know about you guys, but I had fun. I had fun. I feel like this is a short one because we did like some updates at the front and then, you know, and then we did more. But I have fun. Okay, so do you guys have any Procreate questions while we're, you know, looking at this? Something like that you've seen and don't know how to do, or not that I know everything, but, you know, I kind of want some gold glitter now. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to take this up here, and I'm going to create a layer, and then I'm going to say clipping mask, and then on this layer, I'm going to find my dots, and it doesn't really matter what color you do, but like you could just like, ooh, oh, that's too big. And you're like, oh, some gold dots. Like gold dots would be lovely. See? Like, oh, let's put some gold dots over here. That's fun. Okay. That's just, you know, gold dots in the background. Oh, it helps if it goes all the way. So it does not go all the way. I'm going to say freeform. I'm going to stretch this. There we go. So now my dots show up over there. Let's go back here. So, dots. Dots. Little gold dots. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's all I got. I feel like that was fun. It was just a little Procreate tutorial because I know that some of you have been, you know, wanting to do more with Procreate and maybe you just don't know some of these things. And yeah, so it's just little tidbits there for you. Little tidbits. That's crazy. Maybe this one is not. Let's check down here. Oh, color, because that's, I'm like, why is that not showing up? I'm just going to go back to normal on this one. And then these can be clipping mask and clipping mask. And maybe I want to smudge. You can also select your smudge brush if you want, you know, or layer mode, this one. Looks weird because they're not together. I'm just going to merge those. Merge down. Thank you. That's better. Okay, I really love the gold on that. Okay, now I'm just playing. Just put, what? No, I did not mean to do that. Smudging, smudging. Okay. Mm. Okay. Well, that's just lovely. That is just lovely. Okay, that's all I got. That's all I got. So I hope this has helped in your coloring journey. So that you can play around and try these different things. And if you try something, let me know. Tag me. If you do something, let me know. All right. I think that's all I have for today. This was fun. I hope you guys liked it. Ta ta and toodaloo.